Hey everyone, it's Jason, and this is your midweek cruise news update coming to you from the beautiful Celebrity Beyond this week. And we have a cruise passenger upset because his itinerary changed 18 months in advance. Also, question for you guys: what do you consider a seasoned cruiser? How many days at sea? And we also have more cities putting limits on cruise ships and cruise ship passengers. And you have to wonder how the cruise lines will react. Will this be the end of mega cruise ships? So cruise story number one, and this is really a lesson for all of us to understand and read the fine print before putting your money down on your next cruise. So we have a cruise ship passenger that's upset because their itinerary changed on their cruise 18 months out. They were booked on the Celebrity Eclipse in November of 2025. It was their anniversary cruise. They were really excited about it, they said. And they said the change was from Key West to Nassau, Bahamas. And they felt this was just not a change that they liked. They didn't feel this was an acceptable change. So they called Celebrity Cruises to cancel. And Celebrity said, absolutely, we can cancel this, but understand you booked your cruise under a non-refundable deposit. And they can't believe this. They posted this on Reddit, basically calling Celebrity Cruises snake oil salesmen, and they'll never book again with Royal Caribbean and Celebrity. Now, this is really the lesson you guys have to understand, all of us, is make sure to take it slow and understand what you're booking. Because when you go through the booking on Celebrity Cruises and Royal Caribbean, it has this little section that says, do you want to make this a refundable deposit? You click that little yes, and it's usually like $400, $500, $600 more for that cruise. It's just simply what Royal Caribbean and Celebrity Cruises does. I don't necessarily like it, but you have to understand that is the way they go about business. I think this is pretty well known in the cruise industry. What do you guys think about this? And do you make sure to read the fine print before booking your cruise? Do you walk through it very slowly? Now, if you have a travel agent, that travel agent should also be notified. When I go through in back half trying to book a cruise, I get multiple warnings. You're about to book this cruise as a non-refundable deposit. Do you want to proceed? So they should be also telling you that. So do you get these warnings from your travel agent? Let me know in the comments. So cruise story number two, are you a seasoned cruiser? And I saw this on one of the message boards, and I thought this was an interesting topic for conversation. It's come up a few times. We've been talking to some people on the Celebrity Beyond this week, and really the consensus is 30 days at sea or roughly 5 cruises. What do you guys think? Now, here's the interesting thing I will say. Even cruising 35 times, I think you can still learn something on every cruise. I was talking to someone that had been on 150 cruises on the Celebrity Beyond this week, and she said, look, I learn something almost every time I cruise. And I absolutely agree. What do you guys think? And how many cruises do you think you have to be a seasoned cruiser? So before I get to cruise story number 3, I would ask that you please like this video, as it does help the channel grow. Also, consider subscribing, as we're on the path to hit 100,000 subscribers by the time we go on our Alaskan cruise in August. If you could help me out with that, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much. So cruise story number 3, do you think this will change or could possibly affect the way cruise lines build cruise ships in the future? So we're seeing more and more cities now adjusting, saying we don't want the mega ships, or we want a certain amount of cruise ship passengers each week. Recently, we just saw Juneau approve a certain amount. I believe it was 16,000 a day and 12,000 on Saturdays. We saw Valencia. We've seen Barcelona, Palma this last week, all say we do not want mega cruise ships. We continue to see this. Obviously, the ongoing fight with Bar Harbor, Maine. Continues, it continues, and continues. And it's interesting because MSC is exploring building bigger cruise ships than possibly the Icon of the Seas. And they're heavy in Europe. So you have to wonder what's going to happen here. I personally think the cruise lines are going to have to start paying attention. Now, I love the size of the Celebrity Beyond. I think that 145 to 180, like the size of the Odyssey of the Seas, is the perfect sweet spot for cruise ships. I personally believe that more cruise lines are going to have to pay attention and understand that that is possibly the amount that they're going to need to build. Because, under definition, a mega cruise ship is 5,000 passengers or more. And I believe like the Odyssey of the Seas, which is about 170,000 tons, has about 4,400 passengers. So it would fit under that mega cruise ships. And if you've ever been on the Quantum class, it's amazing. So what do you guys think? Do you think this pressure from all these cities saying, hey, we don't want these big cruise ships anymore? What is going to happen? Are the Caribbean cities eventually going to start pushing back? And if they start pushing back, I think we could see a real change in the cruise industry. I was here in Bonaire today and they told me, like, look, we don't want to see more than 2 cruise ships. Like 5,000 passengers is way too much for us. We only have 25,000 people that live on the island, and 5,000 when we have it, 2 cruise ships is too much. It's an interesting question. Will cruise lines react to this? Will they understand that they may have to pull back and build some smaller ships? Now, we've heard the rumors that Royal Caribbean is going to build a smaller cruise line, or a cruise ships like the Radiance class to replace it. Will it come out? Be very interesting to see how all this plays out. Would love to know what you guys think in the comments. So I appreciate you guys watching. It has been a beautiful week so far on the Celebrity Beyond. Can't wait to show you guys this. The ABCs are absolutely my favorite islands of anywhere in the Caribbean. It's just so friendly in these islands. So I'm going to leave you. I am on a infinite balcony. I'm going to flip it over here real quick and show you our infinite balcony. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'll do a review on the infinite balcony here in the future. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for the continued support. It really does mean a lot to me. And until I talk to you next week, happy cruising. Can we shut that TV? Hey everyone, it's Jason, and this is your midweek cruise news update. And I'm coming to you from... Would you stop honking the stinking horn? I'm trying to record here. Don't you know what I'm doing? Hey everyone, it's Jason, and this is your weekend. No, it's not your weekend.